Funky Mike.
Hey everybody, welcome to our newest installment of Game of the Moment, which was supposed to be New World, but New World said no world, and now we're here.
The title still says New World, so are you sure you're not playing New World?
I changed the title now, at least on Twitch. I don't know about everywhere else. You know what? It doesn't even matter
overlay?
anymore.
No, the title of the game.
The overlay?
Oh, the overlay? Listen, that's fine, guys. But this was really last minute.
Wait, this is New World, isn't it?
This is New World. There you go.
New World.
I think this is New World.
It's New World.
It's a new world.
There may be
It is a
some
new world.
copyright
It's a renewed world.
infringement.
Hold on.
It's New World
Diablo
2.
2 Resurrected. And it's
Two
going to be
Rs.
off-centered. Yeah. Does that look terrible? I hope it does.
I mean,
Doesn't look as bad as you wanted it to.
yeah.
We
It's
can
still
only hope.
center with the whole box.
Yes.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's move it. A little bit
So
out.
introduce yourself. Who are you again?
Yeah, so I'm Dimiran. You guys probably don't know who I am. I'm kind of a big deal.
OG.
So we, you know, yeah, we
He's
were gonna
OG
do
Sasuke.
New World, which is a brand new MMORPG by Amazon Games. So now you know why we're not.
What now?
What's that?
It was a what now?
An MMORPG, a massive multiplayer online role-playing game. Anyways, because it's day one of an MMORPG release, that means that as with all releases for any massive multiplayer online RPG,
Somebody has
it's
to be disappointed.
kind of a mess. So I was on the majority of the day and connected to the server, and then I got disconnected, and now I'm in a queue that is infinitely long apparently. So we're just screwed.
I clearly saw 66, not infinity.
Well, 66 in Amazon numbers is infinity. So
Ah. Well, I'm gonna tell my kids that because they've been saying infinity times 2.
well, just think about it. Like Bezos will pay somebody $66 and say that he's paying them an infinite amount of money. So it's kind of the same thing
I mean,
if you think about it in Bezos ways.
well, he's not actually doing it anymore, is he?
Does it really matter?
I guess that means our tweet is inaccurate too. Ah. Oh, worst community manager ever. Never
We're
mind.
fine. So
Bite your
We'll
tongue.
figure it out.
Bruno.
here we are. We're gonna create a new character on
Oh
this
God.
wonderful game. Why do we say oh God? What's wrong with that?
Why aren't we picking up one of your characters you've already played?
Well, I don't know, because that'd be weird, no? Do you want to pick up a...
Necro.
Alright, let's go Necro. Let's go Necro. Once it allows me to. I have a lot of imagination.
Fun fact, I have never played this game.
Is it really that
There's
bad?
there's no character customization, as you
Seems
can
kinda
see.
boring.
I'm very, very attractive man.
Yes. Clearly.
Clearly.
A man from the grave.
Good day.
So, Diablo 2 Resurrected is what we actually are playing. This is the remake of Diablo 2, which is a game from the 90s now. It's 23, 24 years old, maybe old. No, 25, I think, actually, this year. It's an action RPG, similar to, obviously, Diablo 3 or Path of Exile, which we have played on stream before. And we're just gonna go through the motions. It's old, and to give you a hint of what it looked like back when it originally released, this is what it looked like when it originally released. So, you can
Oh
enjoy
wow, you
that.
can switch back and forth.
You
That's
can.
That
Oh my
is
god, let me
super
claw my
cool.
eyes out. Ah. Ah.
Wow.
You can seamlessly switch back and forth to the old graphics.
So it's 21 years
Wow.
old, according to chat. Oh God, Bando says
It came out in 2000. I thought it was in the 90s. Well, look at that. You learn something new every day.
Thanks so,
I mean,
Godjando. for-
1 year away from
Still
being
last
90s.
millennium.
All right. Look for the den in the wilderness outside the rogue camp.
So have you played this game so much that like you know everything,
All who
like, you know where
oppose
everything's
me.
at?
I have not
Can't.
played Diablo in so long that I don't recall almost anything of it.
Also, once you get outside town, the maps are procedurally generated.
Yeah.
Oh, has that always been that way, or is that just part of the
Yes.
remaster?
No, the remaster didn't change anything in the game other than the look. Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
So, is there really a Diablo in the game?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're battling Diablo.
Oh, okay. I mean, hey, listen. I don't know.
It's a
Well,
good
I mean,
question because
I knew that
in the
part.
first Diablo, you killed Diablo, so
Yeah.
it was like a big reveal that the big baddie in this one was Diablo, and everybody's like, "But it's called Diablo 2, Blizzard."
It's Diablo. Okay. Diablo 2.
No,
Diablo,
this is
though.
not. This is
Now,
not.
now I'm
Blizzard
embarrassing, James.
Lacana.
Now I'm embarrassing. You're a terrible person. Chat's calling me an embarrassment.
I don't think he's talking about you. I think he's confused on words.
Also, I hate to break it to everyone and like spoilers, but the main antagonist of Diablo 4 is not going to be Diablo.
It was not.
So you said this came out today by Amazon, right?
Nope, that
So
was
this is
Hulu.
New World.
This is a different garbage company. I'll stream your game, Blizzard, but I'm gonna smack talk you while I do it.
Like if anyone's going to be able to find a hoodie in this game, it's going to be Bruno.
Is this Bruno?
No, I'm not Bruno. I'm Charles. Actually, I'm
Charles?
Thomas.
You're Thomas. Yeah. Don't say your last name on stream though. I don't want you to get
Docs.
doxxed.
Trying to see what spells I want to go with. I've never played a Necro before.
Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Played, so
Yeah, I'll
Bruno
bite.
Jingleheimer Schmidt?
Sounds a little bit dirty. What does a necro do exactly?
He raises skeletons like
Yeah.
his friend following him around.
I sense
What does
Exactly.
he do
death
with those
within this
skeletons?
place.
He causes them to fight for him.
This is not the game I was hoping you guys were playing.
Wrong kind of bone, Kelly.
Different kind of bone, different kind of game.
No angle grinders here running out of batteries.
see your little light magic there.
Yeah.
So the icon at the top right, what is that? It's like your legs are on fire or
You
something.
mean, you mean the time? It is
my boots are
9:08
breaking.
p.m.
No, not that.
My boots are breaking, is what it's saying. Or
Oh, it's just your
broken.
hammer. Got it.
Yes.
I've had a broken boot in my day,
Yeah.
time or two. Yeah,
I'll bet you it was the heel.
it was.
Because
It was.
No, I have not
never
played
would I
that.
think that your soul would wear out.
If you were paying attention earlier, I had said that I had never played this game before. So
Talking to chat, just so we're clear.
yeah, to the specific person in chat.
So there's two globes down at the bottom. Globes. There, Zycia.
Yeah, I know
One
what
of
those
them's
are.
filled with life. The other one's filled with mana, and they started this convention of life being red for blood and mana being blue. Use your mana to cast spells.
Yeah, I get that.
My mission, by the way, is to clear this entire floor of all monsters on it. So
Self-imposed mission.
no, it's actually the mission. Quest
Oh,
log
no,
is kill
oh,
all the
okay.
monsters in the den.
Oh, there we go. Okay, fair enough.
We're
So
gonna up
what
it
he's,
to
what he's
2.
playing with there is called the skill tree, and as he goes up in level, he gets to add new skills to his character.
Oh wow, really? Is that how that works?
And then he's got an on-screen map that's superimposed in the center, although you can also have it down the corner, depending on your settings.
Oh wow.
I also want to note that if you needed that information, yikes.
And now he's got 2 skellies. He's double boned
Aw.
I do.
I love
I
that
have
there's
double the
skeletons
bones.
here.
Well, it is Halloween. We're getting close to
Should I-
it. So.
I mean-
Should I get some skeletons to join us?
in. Yeah, I
Spooky,
that's why I told him
scary.
to play Necro.
I've got some necros.
Oh, whoa. No, wait. Go back to your inventory.
Hold on. I'll be right back.
What's interesting is that inventory looks very similar to.
Yes. It's the original. It's the
No,
original
no, it looks. Yeah, it
mini
looks
game of inventory Tetris.
You're
right, but
saying
it looks
similar
like
to Path of Exile.
either Path of Exile or Grim Dawn. I can't remember which one it.
So
I think both.
the interesting thing is that both
And
the games
many
you
other
just
games.
mentioned, actually used Diablo 2 as a larger point of reference and inspiration for their game than Diablo 3 did. Diablo 3 was Blizzard's attempt at reinventing the series into something new, whereas Path of Exile and Grim Dawn were attempts to go back and pay homage to Diablo 2, which is why they resemble this game so much more than Diablo 3 does.
Interesting. Oh God, Bando in chat says Path of Exile is a D2 ripoff.
You're right. It's just a very well done D2 ripoff.
Yeah. That actually expanded on the formula, as it were.
But yeah, it definitely looks just like those games. It's really interesting. I never realized, like I said, I never played this one, so I've never actually seen like that stuff done in a different game. So now I guess I can see the actual predecessor.
The Genesis, as it were. Life from.
So how much different was Diablo versus Diablo 2?
Smaller, but that's about it.
So was it as fun, or did they really like polish the gameplay in this game?
It was pretty much the same gameplay. The big thing about Diablo 2 was larger procedurally generated maps and more classes that you could play. That's really the big difference. Granted, they polished the concept of the ARPG with the 3/4 perspective, isometric view like this has, but Diablo and Diablo 2 are really, really similar.
One monster left somewhere in this dungeon.
So the difference between 2 and 3,
Friend.
didn't 3 have multiplayer? And I think this is single player, right?
Is that enough? to
I
win the
believe
roast
2 had
trust?
multiplayer. I remember someone ripping me off.
Brad, a friend.
Oh my God.
Skelly,
Literally have a
you're a
skeleton.
necromancer.
I'm not surprised.
I found the older one, older looking one. Anyone hang out? Are you busy?
He looks pretty hard.
What?
Are,
No,
are
I
you
like.
assigning my skeleton a gender?
Oh
role?
wait, I have one town portal scroll.
Just
They
saying,
look
he's
really hard.
got bones.
Oh God, Bando in chat says 2 is what introduced the battle.net. So that's interesting.
This is true. Yes. Based on that pelvic bone, I would say it's probably male.
Yeah, the hips are pretty wide.
Leah's talking, you just walk off, you don't care.
Your
Yeah,
presence
don't care.
honors me.
I don't like her anyways. Okay, she's a loser.
Are you talking about my skeleton?
No, character in Diablo 2.
So the replayability
Kelly's
that
with-
chat's mentioning, is that meaning like you can play the same missions over and over, or is like you can actually like prestige in the game where you like beat the game and then you can go back and play again as the same character but leveled up?
Ooh, this is a little bit before the concept of prestiging, but
Kind of.
yeah.
Yeah. So you
Kind
can
of.
hold on. You can actually roll through the game, play through all the difficulties, and you can farm certain difficulties and certain bosses
Okay.
to get better gear
So
to do
farming
builds
was a
on other
thing.
classes. Farming is definitely was and is a thing. And I
Yeah,
can actually
but-
show you from my other characters. If I go to my stash, actually I may have not put it in the shared stash. But anyways,
Farming
you have your
and
personal
stash.
stash. and you have your shared stash tab. So I can put gear for my other characters on here that I get that might be good for my Necro in order to further build my Necro and do different things.
Got it.
And somebody in chat mentioned that they had ladders, and the ladders are actually being reintroduced, but to my knowledge, they're being upgraded a little bit to kind of fall in line with the season setup and the additional add-ons they did for Diablo 3 to kind of streamline that function, so that people can do ladder racing and stuff like that, which is essentially...
I was say, what is ladder racing? What are we talking
So
about here?
you're speed running the game against other players to see who can get to the end first, who can kill the final boss, who can level the fastest, etc.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think ladders is a physical thing.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
I
I
don't see any
didn't
letters.
think so, but
I think the concept of prestiging was, at least for the Diablo series, oh, he's got 3 skellies now, was introduced in Diablo 3 more than Diablo 2, that's for sure.
This is actually kind of an experience shrine. This is actually kind
They-
of hilarious. They're just
Those
murdering
skeletons
everything
run
for me.
really fast.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
like,
no,
they're
they're-
just
Like way
They're
faster
fast.
than you.
everything.
Yeah,
They have less mass, so they can accelerate much
that's
quicker.
true.
Well, I'll show you
Literally
something
looks
interesting
They're gonna
about
slow them down.
the movement soon. Oh, there's a waypoint.
So what does the game look like again? Can you toggle it back and forth real quick? Like old versus new?
Yep.
Oh my god.
In all reality, it's not all that bad either.
I mean, it's really not. It's just, it's like, this is what the game looked like, and then when you get back to normal, it's like what I remember the game to look like. You know?
Yes.
I played more StarCraft 1 than I played this at all. I actually got into... I played Diablo 2 a bit years after its release. And I don't remember almost any of it. But this gives me such intense StarCraft 1 vibes. Oh, weird. Just almost died.
Oh, yeah.
Nope. That's because we were distracted.
Alright, we're fine.
Yeah.
Oh, they killed all my guys.
He also, they're actually kind of cool about it. You cannot summon a skeleton unless you have a corpse on the screen. So you
that's
don't
cool.
summon them out of any, out of the
Thin
ether
air.
and nothingness.
Yeah.
You actually have to summon them from a corpse.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
So it was pretty cool
Does it have
where
to
they
be a
thought of
human corpse,
things.
or can it just be a...
Oh,
any,
yeah,
like,
pretty much any
any
corpse.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty much any
Oh, I
corpse.
see. There's a unique boss here. Oh, this is gonna be...
So, could you pick the voice that you had, or is that just the voice that it comes with?
That's just
This
the
is
voice
the
that
voice
it
it came
comes
with.
with.
I need
Are there actually female characters?
Yes, they're the classes are locked to their genders. So
Yes.
the Amazonian is a female character. The sorceress is a female character. The
I
assassin
need mana.
is a female character.
And I'm gonna go ahead and go on a limb and think that there's probably no non-binary in this game since it's from 2000.
Yeah, you'd be correct in that assumption.
But I mean, you can headcanon this just about any way you want.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen the Necromancer? Come on.
You guys got fire.
He's on fire.
So,
Delivers
being
the
that
facial.
you're a
That's big
super
guy.
Poe fan, for many hours you've played in Poe,
Mm-hmm.
would you go back to this game every once in a while? Like, are you still playing this alongside Poe, or is it like you take time and switch and then?
Am I playing this right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this just came out. But yes, I am playing it, and I will play it every once in a while.
Well, I mean, even the old one, I guess. Would you have still gone back to that? Could you
When
see
you-
yourself playing this now that it's remastered? I guess.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay.
But I hate myself, so that's part of the reason why.
A ringing endorsement, if I ever heard one.
Yeah.
Ever I heard one.
I'm having some.
Something's happening to Day Drinker.
Not enough.
Becoming
The
Night
more
Drinker.
alcohol we get in her,
Yeah.
the more southern she gets.
My southern accent's coming out.
That's the Night Drinker.
Yes.
Good gravy, it took forever to kill him.
Oh, finally. I didn't even kill the boss because my guys were so weak.
So I think it wasn't it in Diablo 2 here that they actually introduced the gems, like the chipped amethyst and all that stuff?
I believe that to be correct, yes.
Don't remember it being the original Diablo. So you would get gems that you socket into your weapons to the different, like, and I'm making stuff up here, but like you'd put diamonds in to get lightning or something like that. Each gem is kind of, you know, like put in rubies for fire damage type thing.
Right.
And you'd have like fragments and chipped and like whole and then perfect ones. So there's a chipped emerald on the screen.
So I just realized you're a monster. You're running around with a map on the screen.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
my
again,
God.
all of this is procedurally generated, and it's works on the concept of fog of war, so it only fills in where you've been.
Yeah.
So as long as you kill everything where you've been, especially when you need to clear out a particular area, then yeah, you run around the map on this is standard for Diablo. You run around with the map big and bold right in the middle.
Oh, so you guys use maps? This is new to me.
Yeah, the maps on the screen is like something in. I mean, I do it in PoE. I did it in Diablo 3. I do it here. I'll do it on every ARPG that I play, so long as it provides a map on screen. I mean,
that was a man driving, not using a map.
Oh, is that what that was? That was supposed to be a joke. Got it.
I'm too young for that joke. Thank you. By the time that I was of age, Magellan GPS existed, so.
You mean you never had to use MapQuest directions, like printed off from a printer?
No,
Oh,
but I also lived
absolutely.
in a place with 7 streets, so.
Okay, yeah. That's right.
I also had finally gotten my wife to the point where she had learned proper navigation using a map, like buying from the convenience store
Yes, I
map
remember
of
those
the
days.
city, and the whole concept of if we're driving south and it looks like we need to turn right, you need to tell me to turn left.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Right, left. And she was like solid on this. Like she was an excellent navigator. And then GPS units started coming out. Like when you would get the GPS units that were separate from your car.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And all that
Tom
shit
Tom.
went out the window.
Garmin,
Gartons,
yeah.
Yeah, and it went out the window even better because I remember doing like Yahoo Maps or like MapQuest and stuff like that. But then you had the phone that has GPS, and then like all of those TomToms, everything disappeared. Like it was like the next week they're all just gone because phones. just
Right,
had
yeah.
it.
TomTom's, Garmin's, they were like right out the window as soon as you had the iPhone.
Well, but like you can every car that I've ever rented has its own GPS now still. So that
Yeah.
it's not dead. It's not completely dead.
Well, it has the built-in one, and that is kind of
Well, yeah.
garbage.
Yeah, they are all
They all. They
They're
all
all
have the ability to do like Android Auto nowadays, or even the iPhone, whatever the hell it is. But it's like the in-car navigation is just never as good.
Yeah.
Like the only one I've seen, like, even with the ID4 that we have, like the navigation in the car, I still don't use. I still use on Android Auto because it just still doesn't have all the functionality built in. Now, I will say like a Tesla, like from what I've seen, because I haven't seen Android Auto run on a Tesla, but from what I've seen, it seems pretty decent. Like especially with the mapping of like electric stations and stuff, so you can charge. So
Okay, so wait, a big difference there is most of the car manufacturers to update their GPS usually is like a $200 fee.
no,
Tesla just updates it.
yeah,
I mean, that's the big difference right there. Your phone is always up to date. Your Tesla is always up to date. Like the other vehicles, like when they literally change how a road works, and like there's a road by me that no longer goes all the way through. It's now a dead end, and the GPS of my vehicle shows it going all the way through. But Google has, of course, been updated. That is a big thing right there.
no. But yeah, that was a weird time. Like even like phones, is like one of those things that's really interesting to look back. Like the technology jump from like having bag phones to like the big like cellular phones that are like, you know, like you see, like even if you go back and just watch like Jurassic Park, like I think Jurassic Park, it was 3, which was even after, you know, that, like they still had like the big phones and shit in that movie. So you're like, it's just crazy that like even that far back, which didn't seem that far long ago, they had like missing technology at that point.
Boss
That
minions
far
are
ago.
brutal.
You understand. You
Jurassic
understand
Park
that.
3 is probably like, I don't know, 20 years old.
Exactly. It is 1 year younger than the game we are watching right now.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Telling my age there.
It
Oh my
released
God.
July
I do
16th,
remember
2001.
I may or may not have watched that on my computer screen that was not a flat screen and was like a torrent. But
Oh,
that-
were you using Napster?
no,
I guess that would be only for music.
no, that's only for music. Thank you.
LimeWire, whatever.
I don't plead not guilty.
Actually, BearShare. BearShare is like P2P.
That was close.
LimeWire, I think, was just music again.
I downloaded stuff on Napster, and it's hilarious. They're like, "You wouldn't download a car, would you?" I'm like, "Mother
yeah.
effer, there are people out there absolutely that if they
If
could
I
download,
could download a car,
they would download
absolutely.
a car, especially for free." I'm
Yeah.
like, "Do you know how much cars cost?"
Yeah.
Like, yes, someone would,
Would you
download a car, you idiot.
Yes. 100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's not all that different from like, you know, ditching a taxi type thing. You can't do that as much with an Uber because like
Well, that's
it's,
the
it's
thing.
on your app.
Like, Captain E and chat just stole it from me, but I was like, I want a 3D print a car. Like, I can't wait to be able to buy a 3D printer.
Was just
Or,
gonna
or,
reply
or
to
a
chat.
company that
I was just
would
gonna reply to chat
basically
saying that's what I was
manufacture
thinking.
cars.
Yeah.
Like
And then
3D
I
printing.
thought a 3D printed car probably would not be very safe. That's what
Well,
went through my head. The mom
Yeah,
and
would.
me.
I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I think it
Because,
would.
I mean, they're 3D
just
Have you
printed
seen that
rocket
filament?
nozzles.
Have you seen that filament? A
Yeah,
whole
but-
car? Like you need.
But I mean,
Mike,
think
you
about the
need
car-
metal.
Print in
you
metal.
need metal.
But most
No,
of your
you can
car right
3D
now
print
is
in
metal.
Yeah, most of it isn't, but a lot of it is.
No, you can 3D
You can
print
3D
in metal.
print
They
with
3D
metal.
they
Another
3D
material
print
right now.
rocket nozzles right now
That's
in
true.
metal.
That is very true.
You can print with concrete and make a house. They have done that too.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen
Which
that.
is hilarious because they're like 3D printed houses will last longer and they're more durable. And I'm like, how do you know they're brand new? They're not 20 years old yet, you idiots. But
Well,
they're made
chat-
out of
chat was saying,
concrete.
as long as it doesn't get too hot, which is exactly what I so yeah.
I like the next comment from chat. Mudbutt Sally says, "Rocket nozzles don't get rear-ended by some blue hair named Myrtle."
It's true. It's true.
Listen, stop talking about my
Oh.
friends, Myrtle.
Myrtle.
Myrtle, she's my girl.
That's the girl from like Harry Potter.
Yes. Moni Myrtle.
Noni Myrtle.
Don't ask me where I pulled that out of.
Yep.
Where'd you pull it
Usually
out of?
she's in the bathroom.
The
She's in the
buttocks
bathroom,
area.
Mud butt.
Got some nice gloves there, sir.
See?
Fancy
Mudbutt
gloves.
Sally agreed she was in the bathroom. That's like one of the few facts I remember from that series.
Wow, that's it.
No, I mean, I remember the obvious. Like, there's this
Well,
kid who has a
I
lightning
guess-
scar on his forehead.
I guess I can't talk too much. I recently have watched those for the first time. Like in the last 5 years, I'd watched them for the first time. It was like right outside of my window. Like I was a little too old for when Harry Potter came out, so I was like, oh, that's a kid movie. And then obviously they kept going as I grew older too. So
Talk to me when you've watched the Hunger Games.
I've watched most of the Hunger Games, I think, if not all. But yeah, like Lord of the Rings, I definitely watched all the Lord of the Rings. But Harry Potter was like too young for me. I was like, I'm not watching that.
No.
And then I
Yeah,
go
if-
back
if
now
you-
and I'm like, wow, I missed out on a lot.
First of all,
If you want the
nobody's
deep cut-
too young. Harry Potter is not too young for anybody. And I say that as somebody who it's not my genre.
I'm not saying it wasn't
But-
popular. I'm sorry to chat. I'm not saying it wasn't popular. I'm just saying that I felt like I was too old for that. Remember, I am older than all of you, so shut up.
Talk to
Are
me
you
when
sure?
you watch The Maze Runner.
I haven't seen
Oh
the Maze Runner.
no! Word on the
Cancel
street is
Mike.
hashtag
Yep.
cancel Mike is trending.
Yep. But we did on Sunday. Did you not see it? We canceled Mike. We did the podcast without him.
Yeah, really.
Oh no! Mike's gonna cancel himself as he goes through the various Fridays in Shocktober.
Well, I'm not older
has
than
to
you,
go through
Captain.
worse and worse
Oh my God.
games.
Mike? Okay, I do. I was playing the game that I want
The
Mike
game
to
that will not be
play.
named.
Yes, the game that will not be named.
We'll throw it back there.
I mean, I'll name it. I'm gonna name it on Thursday during the podcast. I'm gonna name it, and you can do your research, and then maybe you can
Download.
get all pee out of your pants. I'm gonna gift it to you because
Kelly, I know that you're only familiar with one male's anatomy, but I'm going to tell you right now, pee doesn't come from pants. Pee ends up in his pants. Sure.
and yes, my husband will be so happy to know that I am only familiar with just his anatomy.
Yes.
That joke was brutal. It was rough. It was a rough one.
No,
Yeah, it was a slow burn.
I sat in a 77-person queue for an hour and only made it 5 places forward, and that was still less savage to deal with
And
in
also,
that joke.
to note, slow burn is not something you want to have in the same sentence with pee.
That's true.
And then, oh God, Bando doesn't get it either. He says pee comes from balls. That's not true.
How do you know? You're not a doctor.
I might
I'm
need
not-
to-
Correct.
I'm not gonna play all the games that Sora suggested. I'm gonna play 5 weekends. Basically, every Friday of October, I'm playing a game, with one of them already decided on, and the ending game already decided on.
That's right.
So,
the ending
we'll have
game is
3
decided upon.
And
3
he
games.
is going to frickin' scream.
We have 3 games to be chosen. So maybe our community manager will make a poll and have people vote on the games that were suggested.
Yes.
It's a great idea.
And everybody in chat here needs to choose a night. Only one of the nights. There's like 5 of them, I think.
No.
And that
Oh
night,
my God, poor Mike.
that
5.
night, every time he screams, donate $10.
That. he's
Do I have
always
to be
screaming
included in
a lot.
that?
Yep, maybe.
Where's that? Okay, they're getting in here. I'm just legitimately buffing my skeletons.
Yes.
That's
Oh,
it. My whole
buffing?
build.
But
Yeah, I'm just making.
they
them
don't look
stronger.
very buff. They actually look like they don't have much muscle
Let
at
me,
all.
I'm gonna buff my skeletons.
It's
They
not
might not look very
not what we
strong,
meant,
but
Kelly.
They're starting to move real fast and do lots of things.
Not the way you think I'm going to.
Yes. No.
The games are whatever you guys decide. Chat.
Let's keep this family friendly. Don't buff the skeleton.
I'm buffing my skeletons.
Oh my lord, she's literally buffing her skeleton.
Yes.
She's stroking his bones.
She's rubbing it. She's rubbing it very hard.
She's rubbing the head.
Yeah, she is rubbing the head.
Play No
Play
Man's
No
Sky
Man's Sky
classic.
classic.
Don't tempt
3D
me.
horror.
Don't you tempt me with a bad time.
That's the horror game playing No Man's
We're trying to
Sky.
make Mike scream,
Vanilla.
not Bruno.
Oh man, that's funny. Boy, do we have something in store for you guys in November.
So, how much do we want to reveal about some of this?
About what? Shocktober?
October. Yeah.
I mean, what do you
we
mean?
got ideas.
We have.
We're trying to make
all
it
the
bigger
ideas.
and better than last year.
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't say we reveal any more of that because I think we need to decide on all that together to start with. Oh my.
I mean, we can give ideas whether they're going to come to fruition or not. Low quality dagger. Ooh, grab that.
It's like war out here, man.
He like came out of the dungeon and like these shamans are like trying to shame you. God, someone speed hacked your skeletons.
I'm literally just investing in anything that buffs them right now. That's it.
I mean, you're a necromancer. That's your job. Oh, did you get the
Kinda
corpse
like your
explosion
job,
yet?
Man.
I do not have corpse explosion yet. No.
Oh, that's the bomb. I mean, it's pardon the pun, but buffing your skeletons is all good, and I'm sure that Daydrinker had a blast doing that herself. But having some corpse explosion is kind of handy.
What if you get it on you? What do you have to do?
Explode it.
How do you get it off?
Yeah, how do you get corpse explosion off?
You buff your skeleton, especially around the head. Daydrinker
Thank
demonstrated
you.
that a moment ago.
Yes.
Wow, they are
I mean,
fast.
that was an obvious answer.
They
I don't
are
know why
very,
you ask
very
questions
fast,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah, I told you that his skeletons are speed hacked.
I'm legit. I'm just getting buffs for them. That's it.
Mudbutt has caught up on the joke and just basically repeated it.
So, did they update any of the music for the game?
Nope.
So,
Oh,
same soundtrack. Okay.
Just did a graphical update and that's it. I think they probably like put in bug fixes.
They
but-
added some quality of life stuff, like the auto gold pickup didn't exist in the original game.
Oh, okay, fair
Oh,
enough.
God.
You used to have to like actually pick up like your gold manually.
Well, you still gotta Tetris your inventory space, right?
Yeah, but that's in any ARPG.
They can't take that away. Well, no, there's some that auto it,
Really?
but yeah, absolutely they are.
Huh.
It's a mini game though. It's like, why would you take away that wonderful mini game of like trying to make everything fit in your inventory
Some
space?
people don't hate themselves.
Yeah. So Captain E asked if
You
we've
are on
done-
the wrong podcast, sir.
Captain E asked if we've done the graphic switch to show what it looked like before, and we have, but I can turn it back on
Good.
for a little bit as well.
Absolutely. There's the original. I love how too that it goes from 16 by
crazy.
9 to like 4 by 3.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I didn't even realize that part. But yeah, it's like all the animations and everything you can tell are like, you can see the frames, you know?
You used to point out the obvious point.
The walking is very like.
Yeah.
There's less frames. There are absolutely less frames in the animation, which makes the speed hack skeletons all the much better.
Yeah, they are like flying.
They do.
Yeah.
They're fast. Skelly on Skelly violence. Ah! Look at you perpetuating the violence, Bruno.
Yeah, whatever. Everything needs to die eventually,
Wow.
except for
But-
the things
but
that I
Their
bring
the
back.
skeletons
original
are
looks
already
better.
dead.
No, I've given them a second lease on life, and so long as they do my bidding, they'll get to enjoy
No, not
it.
your skeletons. The skeletons you attacked.
So are those like arrows sticking out of their shield?
That's definitely ours.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
From their former life.
I had a former life.
I had a former wife.
True story.
Wow. Former life, former wife.
Mike is caught up on the alliteration.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Do we have this
Next thing
one?
you know, he'll be a rap star.
Isn't alliteration when you start with the same letter?
Letter.
and, like, yeah. Or sound, I guess.
It's sound. It's sound. Wife, life.
No,
But no.
that's rhyming.
Yeah, alliteration.
Yeah, but I
Alliteration
think-
is like,
The
I
letters
think
have to
rhyming
start.
is a form of alliteration.
no, it's not. Alliteration, the definition literally is the
It's
same
the letters.
letter. Yeah. At the very beginning of the word. He's looking it up. Ready
Yeah, I am.
For
No,
it?
I
course
am.
he is.
I am. The occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning or adjacent or closely connected words. Sweet bird sang. What?
What?
Doesn't make sense.
Hey, we also have it in chat. Thanks, James. It sucks. Alliteration.
Yeah.
Learn to pronounce noun, the occurrence of the same letter or sound at the beginning of the adjacent or closely connected words. The alliteration
Fair
of
enough.
sweet birds
Rhyming
sang.
at the start.
Sweet birds sang.
Threatening throngs.
That's
wild
weird.
and woolly. I sit corrected.
But I didn't realize you could actually have things in between.
That's what
Like
she said.
I thought it actually had to have, like each word had to be that.
Yeah, me too.
So we all learned something today. Look at that. We're even educational. We can
Nah.
show you. We can show us to kids.
I'm saying
We could be the
ignorant.
new. We could
Do
be
not
the
show
new
us to
Sesame
kids.
Street.
I mean, I am. I mean, as a parent,
Yeah.
I totally do that. So yeah.
And
yeah.
the letter of the day is.
F.
W.
It's always F. It's probably WTF sometimes. There's 3 letters of
That's
the day.
that's the only
but,
letters we have is W, T, and F.
Well, I think there's some other letters of the day that we have, like
Yeah, I mean we could do F, and it could be even like F is pay respects today. Like letter F.
well,
pay
well,
respects.
no. Some of the letters of the day are like NSFW.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have more than one letter of the day. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's an acronym.
I think we're onto
of the
something,
day.
guys. We can have a segment.
Acronym
think-
of the day.
Add that to. Let's add this to the podcast, and we'll have the acronym of the podcast, of the acronym of the week, and you guys have to see if you know what the acronym means.
God.
I know this sounds like an awful idea.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
getting
we'd be like
that really quick,
IIRC.
if I recall. So, Bruno, how you doing over there, bud?
I'm really just wishing that I could get a town scroll sometime this millennium.
What does that do?
WWTDD.
It allows me to go back to town.
Oh, you can't get there without that?
Not easily. I'm making my way downtown. Walking fast, faces past. you know?
I've done that barefoot. Don't recommend it. When your shoes hurt, you know.
If I
It's a known.
I thought IIRC
It's
is
a
if I
known
can
ruler.
recall, if I recall. That's a ruler. Yeah, that's it.
It's a known ruler that it's time to cut off Day Drinker when the heels come off.
Yes, it is.
We'll have the heels off.
I mean, yeah, but I'm at home, so it's a little bit different. If I bring out my other mom
Oh, God.
voice,
Oh God, no!
Please stop.
That's
it might be
auntie.
time to cut me off. It's
Yeah.
what? It's haunting?
No,
Auntie.
auntie.
It's the aunt.
Auntie. Yes.
Honestly, I don't
That's
care too
terrible.
much about
I think you said she was German or something. What'd you say?
She's British. She's a
No,
British
she's not
auntie.
British. She's not British. That is
Oh my
not
God.
British.
What would you girls like for dinner tonight?
Oh
I
my
don't
God.
need any of this right now.
I don't
Alright.
need any of this either.
So, here's the thing that you can do. That's great. So obviously you can only move if you have stamina. It's very important to be moving quickly because you just watch me move slowly, and it's absolutely the most painful thing. You can actually I'm just buying stamina potions.
Chat says, is Kelly having a stroke on stream? Wow.
Right?
All right. So I
Not
got
very
all
much.
these, and
Wow, James. I should ban you for that one right there.
every single one of the potions.
What? No, I mean that's
lasts-
accurate. This is like the most accurate thing he said.
Every single one of the potions lasts 30 seconds,
Yeah.
and they stack. So they actually, I now have like 12 minutes worth of infinite
Yo,
stamina.
they stack.
Ah, cool.
Stack.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. Stack.
It means like they're 30 seconds, right? Each potion. So I just used like
Uh,
a ton of them all
Oh.
at once, meaning that now I have
and they
like,
just keep going.
yeah, they're just all there, so I
Okay.
can run indefinitely.
Okay,
now.
so Kelly, so
can
to translate
GTFO.
that, it's like instead of having just one glass of wine, you have the whole bottle and then you go out.
Oh.
It stacks.
Okay, so it's not like it's like 30 seconds and 30 seconds and 30 seconds and 30 seconds. It's like,
Yeah, you're not pacing yourself. You're just gonna chug the whole
Oh.
bottle.
okay, thank you for putting it into terms that I
Yeah,
understand.
no worries.
I appreciate it.
So I'm here.
You're a good friend, Mike.
Well, he has his moments.
Oh wow.
Mud.
This is.
Oh, I don't even think I don't know that I can repeat that.
You can. Do you need us
Oh,
to
you
explain
can.
to you how? Yeah.
Did you just mansplain me, Mudbutt?
A lot of things ugly.
You should only be saying the game. Do you have like some footage of yourself displaying on your screen?
Oh wow.
Got him. Yeah.
You can still be playing this game and still have enough time and energy to roast someone else.
It takes absolutely no time and energy to roast you. It's one of the easiest things in the world to do.
Oh wow. Okay.
Actually, honestly, like I have more trouble sleeping than I do.
Yeah.
talking to you.
Fair enough on that.
Takes me like 3 hours to fall asleep every night. It takes me like -2 seconds to come up with an
He's
insult.
like,
for
I already
you.
got it. It's sitting here in my pocket. Just pulled it out.
No, it's in reserve.
My entire
one
attic
do I
is
want
full
to
of,
use?
books where I've written down all these insults. I don't actually
Should
need the
sell them.
books. It's just there because when I die, I have them have it in my will that they're all going to be sent to you.
Nice. That'll be good.
Enough material to just put you down for the rest of your life. It's fine. Always thinking of you, buddy.
So it's like make sure that when you go, I go.
You're probably going to
Got
want to
it,
do that.
Kevin.
Yeah. Probably a good plan.
Man, you're passing all that gold.
Nah, whatever.
He's like as rich as Jeff Bezos.
I know. He's gonna afford his own spaceship here soon.
He's gonna be able to afford his own server for
He's gonna have his own new game. This game's gonna turn into New World. I'm telling you.
next week. New World. We're gonna be like, bought my own server.
Yeah, New World 2
Hmm.
hasn't come out yet, so he can go ahead and trademark that one.
Another terrible game to release. That's all. That's what we all need.
So, do we know what engine this was made on?
Diablo
Is it
engine.
just Diablo engine? Okay. I don't know. Just asking what they had. So when they remastered it, they didn't change like engines. They just stuck with
Nope.
the same thing.
Not
Got
to
it.
my knowledge. Interesting enough, Blizzard didn't actually do the Resurrected remaster.
Blizzard didn't actually do Diablo.
They,
There was a little company that like created Diablo, and originally it was going to be turn-based.
Oof.
Yeah, oof.
Oof.
And not networked at all. And they were showing their wares as you do. We got 4 skellies. And they end up being pretty much bought by Blizzard, and they became Blizzard North, I think. I'm not positive on that part. And they changed it to kind of real-time movement, click-based movement, which ended up being real easy for them. It was a very minor change. And then they kept going, yeah, we're going to put netcode in it, sure. And ended up being other people in Blizzard that came by and said, let's help you with the netcode. And got it all set up, and just kind of Diablo was born. But originally it was developed by a different company.
The more you know.
Rainbow. Oh, thank you. Miss Kelly was way ahead of me.
Those big like giant like Sasquatchy things.
those things are a pain in the ass on this character. It's wild how much damage they don't take.
I like how your skeletons, like when they're not moving, they're like, I'm like out of breath. but they're like full of breath. Like they have all the breath.
And yet no lungs.
Yes.
What the hell is going on now?
Yeah.
What do you mean? What's going on?
Night
now?
Clan.
All that electricity, was that your people?
That was one of the bosses.
Oh, bosses.
It was just like a little mini boss. I think that's what was there.
Don't you run away.
You get back over here right now.
A new dagger.
So this is the
What's,
character you just started today. What level are you?
I am level 7.
Level 7. Okay.
Levels slow
Not
down
level
quite a bit.
666.
Here,
That's
let
what
me-
I expected.
Let me do this. Let me switch to one of the other characters. We're gonna pop on to the Paladin so that I can do a little bit more. Paladin's on level 23. I have not played this a ton.
I'm only on level 23.
Yeah, it's gonna be like shooting dragons out of his hand.
No.
Do healing potions stock?
No.
So only the stamina ones.
Only the stamina ones.
That ability. Captain E says that ability is at 40. Dragon
Dragons!
Hello.
Is that Adele?
What am I supposed to be doing here? Oh, right. Almost forgot. Get rid of that.
Some wands there, huh? What you gonna do with them wands, son?
Dual wield them.
Is that a frog? Frog creature. Oh,
Are
there's
those
like
wands or
spiritual
angle
hammers or-
grinders?
Yep. This is a Hammerden build.
This one's spooky.
Jeez, how many can you make?
As many as I have mana for.
Oh wow.
Stuff.
Those red froggy guys? What?
I like how their skeleton actually falls down like
I am overburdened.
I am overburdened. I say that every day after I pick up my kids
After
from
4 o'clock.
school. Yeah, like something happens. I'm like, Mom. I am overburdened.
Not enough money.
man, this looks rough now. Like couldn't imagine playing this.
Oh my
Acid
god,
pool?
they like splat.
This is actually kind of great. I hadn't played it on this character like this.
Captain says he says that when he starts work.
Drink from the well. No.
I mean, hey, if it's there. Music though. So this don't last very long. I feel like it's like one hit and then they're.
Ooh, are those mosquitoes? Oh, I got some bug spray for you. Oh,
That's wrecking you.
I need mana.
I need mana. I'm overburdened.
Or else they're like poisoned.
Yep. Sure was.
I am overburdened.
It's funny.
My god, I'm so using that tomorrow
I'm
morning.
overburdened.
I am overburdened.
Getting ready for school. Do you want Cheerios or do you want oatmeal? I want whatever. I'm overburdened.
We don't even give him a choice. He just gets what he gets.
Yeah, we didn't either
Well-
originally, but
Right now he goes to school and they just give him whatever, but
I'm like, do you want strawberries and cream or peaches and cream? Bananas and cream.
I am overburdened.
That wasn't one of the choices.
I need mana.
I will say, playing this game, inventory management on this game in comparison to any other RPG I've played is substantially more miserable.
so the procedural generated thing is different than like Poe though, right? Because isn't like Poe like everything is kind of like the same way every time?
Nope.
Those
There
maps are
is-
procedural too?
Yep.
I didn't realize
I
that.
can't carry it.
There's like certain tile sets or certain tiles that exist that are always supposed to be in conjunction with each other because they kind of have to be to streamline certain things, but that's, I believe, the same in this game to some
I
degree.
can't carry anymore.
Stop hitting me. Nobody likes you.
Wait, is that me? Mom?
Makes me worry on multiple levels. Do you abuse your mom? Like what?
I am overburdened.
I feel you. I feel you.
That's so great.
Paladin's always overburdened.
Oh, those birds. Oh, it's Alfred Hitchcock. Ah!
Would you say those birds are overburdened?
No.
I liked that one, Mike. That was great. I liked that.
Every once in a while.
Come up with a good one. You do. You do.
Here and there.
Chad's
right?
like, stop.
Got my dad joke in for the day. I'm done here.
How long's that one been cooking for?
All day.
Oh boy. The wall just ate my hammer.
Oh, is that what you were talking about with?
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel refreshed.
I'm overburdened. I need a facial.
Oh wow, those are spiders.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, heads up, arachnophobia warning for this game. Sorry, guys.
Well, they were spiders, but
Spiders, for as big as they are, look really easy to kill.
They put this poison on you that lasts a fairly long time.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Oh, there's like, oh my gosh, if you
I
if
feel like
there's
we're just in a rave.
if
All
I
these
see
like
a,
those thick spider.
if I see a house centipede, I'm effing Audi 5000 like done.
Well,
Which ones
boy,
are the
do
bigger
I have
ones?
a
The centipede?
surprise for you.
Like the larger,
I
they,
need
like
mana.
No, like a regular centipede, I can actually handle. A house centipede, no.
What's the
but
difference?
like what's the difference?
Oh. Hold on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got Google, man. Just look it up.
No, man.
Like,
I
you're
want,
in
I want,
front of a computer.
I want Kelly to tell me. I want her to explain to me. the
Oh
difference.
no.
It's nothing compared to you looking at a picture of these things.
Oh. Mike. Oh, I guess I can actually just restart it. Here we go. Pictures of house centipedes. Sorry, guys. They're this. Aside from spider crickets, they're the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Oh god, silverfish. I hate those things.
Silverfish? That's what you have a problem with?
I don't like them. I don't know if I've seen a house centipede. Yeah, I don't think I've seen one of those
You
before.
haven't? Oh, guess what? Tomorrow morning, one's gonna be hiding under your pillow, son.
Hope not. Nah, spider crickets. Going back to that.
Spider crickets.
What is a spider cricket? What are you guys
Oh my
talking
God.
about?
It's
Dude.
just a cricket.
Oh my god.
It's not
It's
just
not
a
just a
cricket.
cricket. Oh, no, it is
Just
not
a cricket.
just a cricket. Oh
Dude,
god.
they are the scariest thing in the dark, deepest parts of your basement that you have no idea about.
They are the things that nightmares are made of.
Literally.
Yeah, the way
It's like, hey,
their
look-
like antenna or something like that makes them look like they have an extra set of legs, so they look kind of spiderish.
No.
It's
Just
like
crickets.
No.
I just looked it up again.
I'm looking at them right now, and it's not just a cricket. Crickets are not like this.
They're a cricket.
Mm-mm.
This is not
No,
the same as a
they
cricket.
no crickets run away. Crickets
Yeah,
run
crickets
away.
hop.
Spider crickets come after you. They're like, come at me, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah, no, they're terrible. They're terrible things.
So like,
Can't figure it out.
do they look anything like these guys? These are like little weird.
No, they're way worse. They're
So it's
freaking
like
worse.
it's like, hey, how can we make something that resembles a being from the deepest parts of hell?
Mm-hmm.
Let's put a spider and a cricket together. That'll
Yeah.
work.
It's basically
Pretty much.
nature's way of imitating
Oh, look at all these
for
pictures.
survival. It's like, oh, we're going to imitate this actual scary, real scary, dangerous thing with this completely innocent.
But
like,
also
non-
come at you. Like those dangerous things called spiders don't come at you. This
it
cricket,
depends on the spider.
very few. I cannot count on one hand how many times a spider has come at me.
Yeah,
I can count on one hand two times spider crickets have come at me.
ugh.
That's because they love you and they want to be near you.
Yeah, that's it.
No, that is not it. That is not it.
It's like when a kitty cat comes near you. Except more disgusting.
Oh.
I'm still a little confused. So it's just
Ah,
a cricket
it's-
with
yeah.
extra
It's with spider
legs.
crickets.
Well, it's not even extra legs. They're parts of its body that imitate legs.
No,
It
they come at you.
literally have.
I have literally been like nudged, like jumped at, and I was like, "What was that? Holy cow! That
Yeah,
crazy thing just." I'm
I
trying
sent
not
you
to
a
swear.
picture. I sent you a picture
Oh.
for you. I can check out later.
I need some more wine. I'm sorry. This
All this
spiders.
disturbing conversation.
excuse me.
We're talking about buffing our skeletons, and then
How,
I'm
how did
showing
we?
you
How
guys.
did we get here?
What you can
Yeah.
do on this.
I mean, you guys started talking about this, so
What can we do? Show us, Demir. What can we
I don't
show
know.
you?
I'm gonna show you.
Oh, did you just put that stuff for your
Yeah.
other character? Ah, I
We're
see.
gonna take my level 23's unique gear and we're gonna shove it on this level 7 character.
I don't know how you can
Is there
say
a level
Diablo 2
requirement?
didn't have non-binary characters when you look at that Necromancer.
Is there like levels to equipment where you can't use it unless
Oh,
you're a
I have
certain level?
required strength for
Yeah,
that, but
okay.
I might be able to fix it.
Well, most of it's coming over.
How much short am I on? Short 6 strength. 41 strength for that. That's fine. We're close enough.
Captain E, so Spider Cricket looks like Diablo?
Dude, yes. Diablo. Every time I say spider cricket, I say Diablo.
Hi there.
Doesn't even make sense.
If you were Hispanic, it would make sense.
Diablo.
Yeah. Hispanic
Also-
people say that.
Also,
Yeah.
Mario.
Diablo. Also what?
Mario.
Mario. What about Mario?
Mario.
What about him?
Mario.
Okay, you've said the same word 3 times now. Still not understanding what you're trying to talk about.
4 times.
Okay, 4 times.
It's same as Diablo.
What?
Exactly.
You're drunk.
So close.
No, I say Diablo. You're like, Diablo! And I was
Yeah.
like, that's like Mario, where most Italians say Mario.
Nah, it's just Hispanics say Diablo. It's a thing.
This is what I just said. I said most people say Mario, while Italians tend to say Mario.
Kelly, stop this,
Can I help
man.
you?
You're on
You can
mute.
gamble for gear, by the way.
It's a me. Mario.
Oh god. Never mind. Unmute.
Remute.
He's like, actually, I made a mistake. You could
Your
just-
your only recourse here is to deafen.
How about no?
It's me, Chris Pratta.
I've watched lots of movies.
Yeah, really cool. That's good. Me too.
And I'm gonna do this. That just happened. And so I don't know a lot of Italian people, but
Uh-oh.
most Italian people I know say Mario. I would say that the people that I know who say Mario are from New York, but
I'll say
not-
Yeah.
Jersey.
Jersey,
Mario.
New York.
Yeah,
Italian, yeah.
Mario. Yeah.
Where's
my
my
man,
That's
man
Mario's.
Mario?
Mario's Pizza.
Mario's Pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Forget about it. You just need to
You
get
can
the,
get the best
pizza.
slices
that
at Mario's.
Mario
Yeah.
pizza. You know?
Yeah, Mario. Mwah. Mario's Pizza is the best.
It's the best pizza, you know.
I hope I'm not offending anybody, and if I am, I'm very sorry. And please let me know, and I'll never do it again.
I'm incredibly offended.
If that's the case, then can we go back and apologize to the British people that you?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
my auntie
Oh my
voice?
God, no.
Never.
No!
Please apologize to them. Anyway.
Not British. I don't know what
That's-
you think.
That's a hard yikes for me. So anyways,
Talk to us about Diablo 2 here. And
so as you can see,
wrap
Let's
this up.
wrap it up.
one of the
Unless you
cool
want
things
more
about Diablo 2
accents.
is that you can take your gear off of your other characters. I mean, a lot of really good uniques come out at super low level when you start the game. So like, this character is far stronger than it would have been had this been my actual first character, because I now have 3 uniques and 2 set items on it. And the whole idea behind Diablo 2 is it's like it's really the original full-fledged ARPG, like where everything actually worked for it to be a repeatable game that could provide you with hundreds of hours of content. Like Diablo 1 wasn't quite there, but Diablo 2 definitely did it. So we showcase some of what Diablo 2 has to offer. It's not like, obviously it's not a new idea, because it's old as hell,
21 years old.
Yeah.
pun
We
intended.
can drink
21.
this year.
So this is just so you guys can see what Diablo 2 Resurrected looks like. It's 40 USD, I think, on Battle.net.
Wow, really?
40.
40.
Oh, this is like free.
No.
Well, I guess they need to get all the dimes they can get at this point.
I will say this: I've played maybe 6 to 8 hours of it at this point.
I will
And,
withdraw my comment.
In comparison to Warcraft 3, which is their last attempt at a remaster / remake, this is leaps and bounds better.
Yeah.
Because Warcraft 3 was hot garbage. This is
Although I love the fact that we're part of the stream that on YouTube says "Game of the Moment: New World."
yeah. So yeah, I mean Diablo 2. If you're a Diablo 2 fan or a Diablo 3 fan, you might find it interesting and it might be worth picking up. If you don't like RPGs, don't go anywhere near this one because you're going to hate it substantially more than any of the other ones. It just plays a lot slower, and it is clunkier because it's old.
That's
So.
the OG.
There you go.
Well, cool.
That's
Well,
it.
Thanks for showing us Diablo 2 Resurrected. Maybe next time we'll get to see New World.
Doubt it, but we'll see. Take it easy,
The
everybody.
servers will be fine then.
See you guys.
See ya.